Well, that was different. Welcome, my friendly friends, to Trails Through Daybreak. Pharaoh Fiasco here. Yeah, this is the demo version. The game itself proper doesn't actually release for, like, at this point, maybe another two and a half weeks or something like that. But I've been informed that this is basically just, like, the first, it lets you play up to the first chapter. So by the time it comes out, by the time the actual game is in hand, we'll basically be at that point. So it's all good. We beat Reverie about a month back. Backstory. We definitely don't need the backstory. I've played every single game up until this point. So I won't actually, and that's the thing about this. I may have played every single game up until this point, but I'm not going to be wantonly spoiling things. Unless the game mentions it, I'm not going to bring it up. What happened to the font? I feel like ever since Cold Steel, there's been like the Trail series has had what I associated with it as a very distinctive font that's just gone now, I guess. That's different. When the command battle difficulty is set at hard or above, if you get a game over in battle, you won't be able to lower the enemy's strength and try again. Is that all right? Yes. Yes, it is. Man, it's been about a month since we beat Reverie, so it hasn't been that long. But I wonder what that is. The icon is, well, I'm sure by the end of the game we'll know what it is, but it's intriguing. August 26th, 12:08, 8:50 p.m. So, they've stepped their game up yet again with the presentation. It's more fluid. Western Zemuria. The Calvard Republic. Finally. It kind of reminds me, I don't know why. I've never even played Tokyo Xanadu. Somewhere in the capital city of Edith, which is a name that we literally just learned at the end of Reverie. But I don't know why it reminds me more of that. But it's good to see Falcom evolving. Continually trying to step their game up. Alright, underground tunnels. We're very used to those. Literally starting off in the... Well, at least it's not a sewer. Oh, this is shady.
There you go. Brought the goods.
Wasn't easy to find this, you know. Went around every damn antique shop in the capital before we came across it.
Yeah, and now my legs hurt like a bitch for it. Gonna hurt something fierce tomorrow.
Dang, that dude is muscled out.
I'm sure. Open the case so we can confirm its contents then.
So we've got some petty criminals doing...
This does appear to be what the bosses asked for. It looks authentic to me too.
This ain't no knockoff. It's the real thing. So, we good for $1 million?
$1 million Mira? What is
Where
that?
did you pull that figure from? I believe we agreed on 100,000 Mira down, and 300,000 more upon completion of the job.
Wow, they're trying to get over.
That was then, and this is now. Inflation ain't pretty, you feel me? Doesn't sound very fair that we busted our asses for something so important only for a little loose change.
Can't argue with that.
There's a lot of rumors going around about you guys.
Who are they?
How about it? You treat us right, and this could be the start of something real nice here.
Huh. Interesting. I suppose you do deserve a little extra something.
Oh, they're about to get to blasting.
You gotta be kidding me.
They came to this thing unarmed? Whoa, he actually just shot him.
Oh, you think we won't play?
Jeez. Well.
What is this?
Are they hurt?
Huh. Should have known your place. Word to the wise. Don't try to blackmail someone higher up on the food chain.
Okay.
Damn it. The cops. When did they start patrolling down here?
So is it...
Idiots. Must have been on your tail. Let's just get out of... What?
So is this... This is probably going to be us coming up. Wait, what?
Where did it go?
Oh.
I don't know any better than you. What are you doing down here?
Here.
So they should have...
We're done.
Those
Let's
beige...
scram.
We ain't gonna wait around to get busted neither.
This wasn't how it's supposed to go!
Suspects in sight! Seems that tip paid off. Apprehend them!
So those uniforms are a lot less... Okay.
Even those dumbasses in the police force have their uses once in a while.
So we know what he's using, a
Thing's gotta be
Ramda.
worth a shit ton of mirror if A wants it that bad.
A.
Guess I should check the Black Light District. Or maybe there would be a better place to start.
So what is he, some kind of gumshoe? He doesn't seem like a bad dude. But I guess we know literally nothing about him, other than the fact that he's got a Ramda. And I guess the Calvard's military uniforms are beige, and the cops' uniforms are green. Okay.
Thanks for your patronage. Hope to see you again.
Oh, they changed the text boxes up. I don't know why. It reminds me more of like a Tales of game now, rather than, I guess, because before Trails games had like a distinctive text style, but this is more, well, whatever. I'm harping on something that doesn't really matter.
Just you now. We're about to close for the day.
So is that him?
Yeah, I hear ya.
Dark blue-haired man. That's gotta be him.
Come on. Gotta take this upstairs, Humes.
And he's already got a little sister. That was fast. That's a record.
I'm gonna go to bed then. Night-night.
Night-night. Grandpa loves you.
Oh, okay. So that's still his little sister.
Good night, sweetie. Don't forget to brush your teeth first, all right?
So she's a mom?
This one's on me, Van.
So the only thing I just want him to be, I want his personality to stand out. That's what I'm really hoping for.
Thanks. These little perks are why they call you the diva of the diner, you know?
Well, this diva's very welcome.
Think you can butter her up, do ya? You really shouldn't enable him.
I sure smell something brewing. And it ain't the coffee.
I was surprised. I was expecting to see him down there. So Calvardy. I've been waiting so long to actually get to go here. And I'm really just drinking in the new art direction and how spruced up it is. Okay, so I think this character we've already met. We'll have to see if she's who I think she is.
Well, that's another dead end for me.
So what is she, some kind of reporter? What does that say?
I guess going above board for this is going to keep getting me nowhere fast.
It looks like it says Sayordins? What the heck? That is the craziest, or whatever.
I think I'll have to take her advice after all. As bad as I feel exploiting loopholes in the law.
So I'm wondering...
Bingo.
Okay, got what she needed.
It was stolen from an antique shop in the capital last weekend, but because it could have been stolen goods, the shop never reported it.
Alright, so that's the never commit 2 crimes at once, dude. So now you're completely out of luck. I wonder, so it's a Black Cat search site. Maybe Kitty is behind it?
This has trouble written all over it.
Okay, well.
I have no idea if this person even exists, but let's plug in that code she gave me.
Okay, it is. We know exactly who this came from. What does that say? 4 SPG for Spriggan. We're probably going to be hearing...
It worked after all.
We're probably going to be hearing Spriggan a lot. Arkwright Solutions Office. 8th District. So I'm assuming that's where Van works at. Or maybe... Arkwright. That's probably his last name, Van Arkwright. Come to think of it. The next day... Oh yeah, so these, we're going to become very familiar with these streets. August 27th, 10:05 a.m., Kiosk Melrose. Capital of Calvard, Edith, 8th District, Vieux Quartier, aka Old Town. Don't recognize that uniform.
Monmar. This looks like the building. What an adorable bistro this is. It has such a welcoming storefront.
Reminds me of a certain one that a certain someone's family runs.
Is the place I'm looking for really right above here?
Oh, are you a customer, perhaps?
Is this the diva of the diner? It is.
It's still breakfast hours if you're interested. Or is it the office upstairs you're here for?
It is the office, actually. Is this where I can find Arkwright Solutions?
That's right. He only just finished breakfast himself, so I'm sure you'll still find him in his office.
Nailed it. Van Arkwright. So what is he, like some sort of private detective? A PI?
He might have gone back to bed, though, so don't be shy about knocking a few times to get his attention.
It really doesn't matter what he calls himself. He's a bracer at the end of the day. They always are. Alright. So what is that? Is that where the cash money is at, or is that... Arkwright Solutions, gotta be. Yep, Arkwright Solutions office. Complicated matters only. And they look like...
It doesn't get more complicated than mine.
So they've changed. Alright. Sort of reminds me of where we found Arrow at the beginning of Soul Hackers 2.
First thing in the morning?
Alright. Now this is gonna kick everything off. This meeting right here.
You're, not really here with a job, right?
I am. I have something I'd really like your help with, so if you don't mind, sir.
One wonders what it could be, but if she's affiliated with who I think she is...
Thank you very much. First, I'd like to tell you a little about myself. My name is Agnes Claudel.
Okay, well, so that's her name. We didn't learn if she's who I think she is, which I'm fairly certain she is. We didn't learn her name when we got introduced to her in Reverie. Agnes Claudel. Oh, it's a lot smaller, but okay.
I currently attend a school in the Ober district.
Armis Academy, yeah? Pretty famous school.
That is her, then. She only appeared in a little bit, but she should be on the student council, I believe.
Guess you're a first-year student living in the dorms, Miss Claudel?
You're very well informed. Oh, was it my uniform that gave it away?
Which, did we ever see it in... Because I thought the uniform was more yellow rather than green. I might have to really look at that, because I must have the completely wrong impression of what the color of the uniform is. Though, I don't think it was green.
You got it. Though I think anybody who lives in Edith would recognize it. The first-year part's just my gut. You sure got the looks of a grown woman, but the way you carry yourself says it all.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, I'm sure he probably says something a bit more explicit in Japanese, but we don't have to worry about that. Van Arkwright called it.
The name's Van. Van Arkwright. Don't got a clue how you found out about me. But if you know the 4SPG code, you gotta know what work I do here. Right?
So 4, I'm not sure what the 4 is, but SPG is probably short for Spriggan.
I do. You're a contractor people go to when they have a job they feel uncomfortable discussing with the police or the guild.
I don't know. The guild has done some pretty insane stuff over the past 6 years, so...
I'm told people often refer to you as a Spriggan.
So, a Spriggan is a new type of... is basically a like a dark bracer or whatever?
Close, but not quite. It's not just an issue of comfort. I take on jobs you flat out couldn't bring up to the authorities.
How is that legal? Calvard, like the Calvardian authorities must know he's doing stuff like this, but okay, well.
Jobs so close to illegal, the cops hate me. You get that, right?
Okay, so I guess that answers that.
I think so.
Well, whatever. Just give me a rundown on what you want doing for starters. I'll decide whether to take it on after that.
Thank you. In that case.
I already like him. Okay.
Holy shit. Don't tell me Aramis gives all new students Zyphas these days. Those things are top of the line.
So, okay, so this is something, so Zyphas, I've been calling them Ramdas because that was the old model, well, now we know it's the old model combat orbment that they were being given over in Calvard, but they did talk about it in Reverie that a brand new version was being rolled out. So now we've got Zyphas, but they're not all caps anymore. Aw.
No, but, you're not far off.
So she got her Zypha some other kind of way.
Please have a look at this.
An antique pocket watch. Wait.
Yeah, it's a they're super duper smartphones now. Before they still had like an old type of maybe clock, steampunk, clock punk sort of aesthetic, but now they're just super slick smartphones in appearance and in function, because the Arcus 2s were already smartphones pretty much.
This is what I want your help with. I'd like your assistance in locating the old orbment in that image.
Okay.
It's a few decades old and a memento of a relative of mine. My great-grandfather.
Well, her last name is Claudel, so her grandfather can't be one of the guys behind the Orbital Revolution. Because I don't recognize that last name at all. I couldn't tell you the name of the guy. Hamilton? It was something like that. I can't remember the name of the guy who pioneered the Orbital Revolution, but it wasn't Claudel. His last name was not Claudel.
Where'd you get this image?
It wasn't through an ordinary search engine, I'll say that.
She was on the dark web. Okay, well.
Records indicate it was stolen from an antique shop in the city a week ago.
I'm gonna assume you mean a special search app based on a P4 protocol exploit.
Okay.
Not what I was expecting. I'll give it to you straight. Take this one to the cops or the guild.
Wow, that's not complicated enough for him?
I don't know what kind of orbment this is, but it looks like it's got a whole lot of historical value. And you mentioned it was stolen. Likely some seedy folks are involved at this point.
I doubt Van is scared.
Besides, searching for a memento of a relative sounds like something those suckers at the guild would eat right up.
So you say, but... I can't. I just can't.
Why not?
I can't go to the police with this. And the guild is even more out of the question.
There's gotta be no way. That orbment...
If you say so. Oh, I guess I should have put out something to eat with the tea, huh?
Oh, speaking of food...
Is that what's in the bag? I thought that was
from
payment.
A popular cakery near our dorm. They only make 20 of them a day, and they're supposed to be really good.
This is Andalusia's late summer limited time edition.
He likes sweets? Okay.
The specially made tart covered in Violette de Soleil figs from Oregon honey.
You are something of an expert, I see.
It sounds expensive and delicious. Ooh, prologue, Spriggan of the Slums. He had his fill.
I just want to make this clear. I'm not doing this because I couldn't say no to that tart. Got it?
If you say so.
Oh. You must be a connoisseur of sweets, huh? I thought you would wolf it down right on the spot, but you put it in the fridge with all the care given to a family heirloom. It's Andalusia. What kind of sick freak wouldn't save it for an end-of-the-day treat? Oh, I'm so jealous you live near that place. Must be nice being a student. Even we have a hard time getting the limited time ones, to be honest. So, Mr. Arkwright? Are you really accepting my job then? I'm not gonna turn it down now, but that tart only got you in the front door. You're still gonna have to pay my usual rate, and that's a hell of a lot more than what the guild charges. That's fine. I have the money. Now, where are we going first? To see an old geezer who knows more about thieving than most. Probably the dude at the beginning who was able to secure that briefcase, which probably had her orbment in it then. He's as skeezy as you get, but there's no better guy in times like these. He should be in the 6th district right about now. Near the river? Are we taking the subway then? Nah, the bus will get us there at this hour. I know it's not even 11, but I want this job done before the end of the day so I can toast our success with Miss Goodlookin' in the fridge.
Then I'm counting on you, Mr. Arkwright.
Same to you. Van's fine, by the way.
If you're sure, then why don't you call me Agnes?
So, this was definitely an honorifics conversation in Japanese. But that's not a thing in English. Ooh, basic controls. Charge attack, field attack, okay, which we're used to. Use topic. How to save, alright. This is the only time I'm ever going to bring it up, but I assume the frame rate looks like this because I'm playing this on my PS4. Oh well. I might switch over to the PS5 version. I probably won't. Ooh, main menu. So this is the camp menu. We'll definitely get used to this, but I did like the camp menu as it was in the previous games. The giant art of the characters being front and center was nice. Wait, Agnes is actually a party member? I was expecting her to just be a tag-along. So we'll go ahead. We'll save. We'll call it a part here. Definitely join me next time for more Trails Through Daybreak. Bye for now, guys.